Hello everyone, this is Brendan Line with EJ Prescott. Mini tutorial today on relocating AI loggers to a new area in your system. We'll be using the Android device and the Zonescan Install app. This is a fairly easy process, just requires a few steps and some work in the field as well to complete this process. So, very first thing is to go ahead and grab your Android and tap your Zonescan Install app. Go ahead and open that up. It's helpful to have a Wi-Fi connection or hotspot or some sort of internet connection on your device. So, what you want to do for the very first time when you're making any changes on the app side of things is to download your project through project management. This is just done one time in the beginning before any changes are made for the day. So go into your menu bar in the top left, and then you're going to find project management, tap to reload projects, find your project in the list, which might be very likely you have just one. So find that and tap download. And then go ahead and tap anywhere inside your project box to go ahead and open this up. Now, these settings in here typically do not need to be changed unless you have changed SIM cards and you're adjusting APN settings and things like that. Normally, you just tap next on the top right. Okay, so that's the process of downloading our project. So now what we want to do is create a new area name. So you definitely want to create a new area name each time you deploy, and that can be something to do with their location, with a date behind it is pretty common. To do that, tap the menu bar in the top left again. Go ahead and tap area. Tap the plus on the bottom right. In here, we'll just type in EJP Street. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the dates, which is April 22nd, 2026. And that way, if we do EJP Street again in the future, we'll have a new date so we can sort through and find areas. And we don't overwrite area names. So it's always good practice to put the date behind there. Tap OK, and then OK again. And that brings us into a clean slate. And if you look towards the top, you will see EJP Street 4.22.26, which is the area we just created. So at this point, this can be done in the field, or you can create this area name, in your truck or in the office before you leave. But now we're at the steps where we need to go out to the field to actually deploy our loggers at the locations. So now we're there on site. The valve box has been checked and cleaned. We're ready to deploy our logger down. So at this point, what you want to do is get somewhere near where you're out on the field with your tablet. And if you notice, there is a circle in the bottom right that's actively gray. That's your locations button. You want to make sure you tap on that and change that so that it's blue and that your person is somewhere close to where you are in the field. That's the step number one. Now to deploy, go ahead and tap your menu bar in the top left, logger deploy, find your area, probably has already been selected, and it has EJP Street. Tap OK. And then now what you want to do is tap your blue circle in the top right, which is logger deploy symbol. And if you take a look at the side of your logger, you will notice there's a logger number that is exclusive for each logger. So find which logger you want to deploy and make sure that you have the correct one in each position. So in this case, we have 510002014. Once you're happy with that, double check the number and then tap OK. And as you'll notice, that logger is now deployed in place. And on the bottom, it says deployed one. So the final step then would be to go ahead and tap the arrow in the top right that's pointing east, and then go ahead and select OK. And what that does, it uploads it to the Gutermann Cloud Zonescan.net. So at this point in time, if you have additional loggers to deploy, you would just go right into your menu bar again and right back into logger deploy. Tap OK, drive to the next location, and hit your deploy button, type in your new logger number, and tap OK, and just keep continuing that process until you're completed with all your deployments for the day. And at that point in time, you're done with the tablet. All the uploads are now on ZoneScanNet. That is where you're going to be viewing your data every single day. Um, and the tablet will not be used until the next time that you want to relocate your loggers to a new location.